I hurt my back and fixed it in 3 days. Here is exactly how I did it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Colby, Doctor of Physical Therapy. I was playing pickleball. I didn't warm up at all, I just jumped into it. The very last game that I played, took a jabbing step, I felt something in my back tweak. That next morning, I couldn't even stand up straight because of that pain. It was too sharp if I tried to do so. So it might surprise you that it only took me 3 days, but it only happened because I knew the right stuff to do. Day number 1, protection phase. The faster you can get moving normally again, the quicker it's going to recover, but you cannot push it too hard to get back to that normal movement. I had a 10-hour workday in the clinic that following day, so here's what I did. Anytime I had to show a patient an exercise that required me to bend over or reach down, I made sure that my back was staying neutral the entire time. So pretty much all day I just made sure to move like that. After work, I went to the gym, and here's exactly what I did for rehab. With gentle cat-cows and pain-free ranges. I did a set of 20, and even through that 20, the range started to increase because that tissue could handle the load as I eased into it. Following that, I did what's called lower trunk rotation. So this just got some rotation through that lumbar spine to start movement in a transverse plane. Again, I stayed in pain-free ranges and I did about 20. Then I moved to the joints above and below. And because I didn't injure those sites specifically, I can really get some mobility and load that tissue to start bringing blood flow to that area to reciprocally help my lumbar spine. I started with my thoracic spine. I did kneeling rotations like this, and then I did knelt back rotations like this. Each time I did 10 reps to each side. Following that, I moved on to my hips. So I did side lying clams like this, 10 reps on both sides, and then I did side lying reverse clams like this, 10 reps on both sides. So then I wanted to incorporate involving my core stability. I did side plank clams, 10 sets both sides, side plank reverse clams, 10 reps both sides. Following that, I did what's called the McGill Big 3. I'm not going to explain fully what that is in this video, but basically it was a series of these 3 exercises. After I did all of that, I did one more set of 20 with cat-cows, and I introduced child's pose into it because now that tissue was feeling pretty darn good and this didn't hurt at all. After that, I stood up and I walked around, and that was the first time I could walk normally since I hurt it the day before. So I knew I was on the right track. Day 2. Protect and reintroduce load. I went to the gym right after work, and I started with that exact same sequence. I did the exact same thing. Then I decided that my tissue was ready to load because I didn't have a single ounce of pain with that entire sequence. I started with kettlebell RDLs. I kept my core engaged and braced, and I was hinging at the hips. So this is putting a lot of isometric load on that tissue that I strained, and this didn't hurt at all. So I did 3 sets of 10 at a comfortable weight that was a little challenging, but not enough to cause pain. Following that, I did 3 sets of 10 of kettlebell goblet squats. Again, neutral spine, no pain with this. I wanted to start loading that tissue through range. I laid on my stomach in this position, and what I did is I kept my lower body on the ground, I engaged my core, and then I lifted my chest and my arms off of the ground like this. I held for 5 seconds and I came back down. Did 3 sets of 10 there. Lastly, to reintroduce rotation. So I did a row with rotation like this, 3 sets of 10 on each side, and a challenging but pain-free weight. I recovered, and that was the first night that I could sleep without a lot of pain. Day 3, normalize movement and load the area. So throughout this day, anytime I was picking up something heavy, I made sure to still neutralize my spine, but otherwise I tried to move as if I was normally moving again. After work, I went to the gym, shortened my mobility portion of it. McGill Big 3 to start, side plank clams and reverse clams, and knelt back thoracic rotation. Following that, I went straight into loading. I did RDLs, 3 sets of 10 at a little bit heavier weight, 3 sets of 10 goblet squats, 3 sets of 10 of the prone liftoffs. Then I used the gluten hand machine, and I kept my spine neutral and went through that full range of motion. I did 2 sets of 15. Following that, I did Pallof press, 2 sets of 10 on each direction with a very challenging weight to work on anti-rotation of that core. I had no pain throughout any of that, and that was about a 45-minute workout, so I called it there, and I was feeling really darn good after that. When I woke up day 4, I had 0 pain, full movement, and I knew that I had recovered completely. Day 1, protect. Day 2, protect and reintroduce load. Day 3, normalize movement and load the area. That applies to almost any kind of muscle tissue injury. If you follow those 3 steps, I'm confident that you can take care of these injuries on your own with a solid plan. If this helped you, I would love it if you would subscribe. It helps my channel grow and get these videos out to more people like you who might be in pain looking for some help. I'll post some more videos over here for you guys to go watch. I'll see you over there.